I'm actually predicting us to lose this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, against Man United.
Yeah.
The way they play this last game and
It's
how
way
disorganized
too slow.
It's
slow.
it's too obvious what they're gonna do. It's too predictable. It's not the Villa from last season.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Football Talks. This week we'll be talking about Gameweek 5 match predictions. We're going to be starting off with Liverpool versus Everton. What are your thoughts?
Okay,
You're going Liverpool?
Of course, I'm gonna go Liverpool.
Oh, who would have thought?
Yeah, we're gonna go. Liverpool is gonna be 5 consecutive wins. And it's gonna be. I'm gonna say we're not gonna keep a clean sheet because everything is pretty decent. So I'm gonna say 2-1.
You're shocking me with everything that's coming out of your mouth.
Yeah.
I am going.
Yeah. Well, because champions starting this week, so be realistic.
I think I'm gonna go 0-0.
Ooh.
Boo.
Actually,
I could see that.
No, 0-0. This is a derby game. And
It's very
Everton,
intense.
it's a very intense game. This was also the one time Slot got a red card. It's very emotional. Both teams want it. They want to prove who's better. And Everton are very defensive. I know when they play you guys, they really try. So if they play like Burnley,
I agree. All right. I really agree with you. And I think I'll go tie. I'm not going to say if it's going to be 0-0 or 1-1 or whatever, but I think it's going to be a tie. And I think this will be the first time Liverpool drop points. I think they've gotten too lucky this season. So I think this will be the game they drop points.
I'm just shocked that you think Everton's going to score.
Yeah, our defense was still struggling. I mean, Burnley, when we played them last week, there was opportunities that they could have had for some mistakes. I think we're still making mistakes in the back. And again, champions has to do some with it. We're gonna have some players. We're gonna start whoever plays on the champions, probably Konate, Virgil. So we do have a center back that we signed up. I don't know if he'll probably end up playing against Everton. So we'll see. That's why I'm like saying, yeah, Everton is a good team. And these type of games is where they want to show. We are in field, so we have that advantage, but it's still is a strong team. So I still want to come with a win because they're not going to be as defensive as Burnley. They don't need to be because they're good defensively.
Yeah.
They have a good defensive team. Back four. But they heavily rely on Grealish. Grealish playing on the left, which usually what Konate plays on the side. So I'm like, we'll see. Yeah.
I think their attack is stronger with Grealish, but I still think they need a more counter-attacking attack in order to beat you guys. And I just don't see that for them, which is why I could see it being a 0-0 game.
Well, and we got Frimpong back. So he played, against Burnley. So he got some minutes in. So again, champions got to do with it, but yeah. Undefeated.
Okay. Well, what about this next game? Burnley versus Nottingham Forest.
I'm going Burnley win. And as a matter of fact, I'm even going to say the way Burnley play Liverpool, I'm going to say clean sheet, Burnley.
I see where you're coming from there. I really do. I think Forest will win because I think Burnley is going to come out a bit more against Forest than they did against you guys.
Yeah, I agree. They're not going to play as defensive.
I think it's going to be sort of like the United game when they tried to come out and actually win that game. So I think they'll do the same thing here, knowing that Forest are kind of down and out. But I think Ange will be able to get enough into the team, kind of put his own spin on who he wants out there. And I think they'll get the win. I think it'll be a close game, but I'm gonna say 1-0. I think 1-0 here.
Okay, for Forest.
So I guess
Forest.
you guys gonna get their defense because
I mean, I have a Esteve.
Maybe I still have their defense.
I have Esteve, so but I didn't say that I was going with Forest win. Okay, so I'm just being realistic in the fact that I think the thing is Forest's defense is going to struggle as well. And you're right. I think Burnley are going to change their formation, obviously, and not play as defensive, which is also going to help Forest. I could see this game ending 1-1.
Okay.
So I'm going to go tie on this game.
Okay. Good. Well, the next game is Brighton versus Tottenham. So Tottenham, great performance against West Ham, but Brighton is not West Ham.
Yeah.
So what are you guys' thoughts on that?
Oof. Yeah. I think this will be another hard game for Tottenham. I think I feel like every week with Tottenham, it's going to be like they're going to have a good game against maybe a lower team or even a top team. They're going to play really well.
They're not consistent.
But then the next game, they're going to play a team like Brighton. They're playing at home. It's going to be a lot like that Bournemouth game where Brighton are going to press them. It's going to be intense, and I'm going to go a Brighton win here.
I'm going Brighton win too, for that exact same reason.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
And then Spurs have the Champions League.
So you're going Brighton win?
Yeah, I can go with a Brighton win because I think they're gonna come out and play. Again, Brighton is still the same inconsistent team, and Tottenham is still the same kind of inconsistent team. I mean, against West Ham, they really scored because of the red card.
Right.
They did,
So that opened up the game. West Ham was not the same. And again, like I said, West Ham is not Brighton is not West Ham. So Brighton is gonna attack, and the way they played Bournemouth, even though it was kind of a boring game, but still, they played him hard. So I would say, Brighton is gonna come out to get a W.
Nice. All right. So our next game is two London teams in West Ham and Crystal Palace.
I think that's pretty easy.
Yeah. Are we all Palace?
I'm going Palace.
Palace.
Yeah.
Hopefully Sarr's back for that game. I'm not sure how long he's supposed to be out, but
either way, I think
clean sheet or no clean sheet.
I think Palace's defense is so good.
Yeah, I say clean sheet.
Okay, I'll go clean sheet.
Yeah,
I was a little worried because I'm like I could see Bowen, but I don't know.
Did we say the Brighton Tottenham clean sheet?
I don't think there'll be clean sheets in that game for either team.
Okay.
Yeah, I can kind of see
because
that.
they both
Brighton,
like to concede goals.
Yeah.
I could see Brian winning like 2-1.
I got Van de Van too. Why'd you think about that
He
one?
may,
And maybe
he may
you
score
should
that one goal.
maybe you should get Poro.
Or no, thank you. It's okay. I'm loyal to the players I select.
One
Just
note on
saying.
Van de Ven. Van de Ven is fast as heck.
He's the fastest player.
That guy, I mean, he eats up ground like a running back.
Back when Mudryk played, was he faster than Mudryk? I think.
Probably
I don't
not.
know.
His leg. Thing is with Van de Ven is he's like a combination
Long.
of long legs, but his legs are
Fast.
quick. They're not
Yeah.
like long
Because not all
strides.
tall people are fast.
Yeah.
And he's very physical. I mean,
Oh,
oh my
he's just-
goodness.
He's such a good player. Again, that's why I had him last season. And you can tell he's passionate. He's very aggressive. He's fast.
He's trying to do at times to like a cuckoo move and attack. And I mean, that's how he scored the goal. And, he got some defensive points. So I might stick with him.
I'm pretty sure that's why he ended up getting injured last season because he ended up attacking at one of the points.
Yeah, I think they said he had to like kind of relearn how to sprint because he was like overexerting himself.
Because
basically.
he truly does do that. And it works every time because he's so fast and he just cuts around people. And it's when you least expect it. When you expect your center back to go up and just score all of a sudden. Because he'll dribble. It's not like he's going in for a corner heading it in. He'll dribble past people.
So going back to the Crystal Palace West Ham game. So Mateta, you think Mateta is going to have a hell of a game?
I wouldn't say a hell of a game.
I hope he scores because we need a strike. We need him to start turning up for FPL.
I mean, these are the games that he should.
I mean, I don't have him for
Start coming
FPL.
out.
Well, I just mean as an option.
As other options.
I know.
It'd be nice to be able to get him back. I like Mateta.
I do like Mateta as well. I don't think Palace are gonna eat West Ham alive. I think they're gonna, I do think they're scoring. I could see Mateta scoring, but I don't think they're gonna be killed. So, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think Crystal Palace is going to win and it's going to be a clean sheet.
But do you think
I think
Mateta
it's
is gonna
gonna
have
be
a field day?
No, it's not going to be a field day because, like I said, West Ham also Tottenham did not have a field game until the red card, so West Ham was trying, and I think they're going to try to do the same. But Crystal Palace is so very consistent team, and they're in the way they play, and they're very structured and they're very organized. So I think I think it'll probably be 1-0, maybe 2-0. But I don't think it's gonna be 5-0. But yeah.
All right. Well, next we have Wolves versus Leeds United. I'm stuck on this one. I can't decide on who I think's gonna win. I kind of want Leeds to because they just need to finish, like you said. They're so close every time. I just hope they could finish and pull through. But at the same time, Wolves needs to win a game like this. This is supposed to be technically an easier game for them. I think they're at the bottom or close to it. They're bottom 3. I know that. So games like this is when they need to step it up and get a win. So I don't know if they're going to come out trying harder, but I got to think on this one.
Yeah, I'll go with the Wolves win. I think it'll be very close. I don't know if Strand Larson will be back for this one or not. I know he's out, but
He's still out because he's mad that he can't leave.
yeah, maybe.
Oh, I thought
Going
that
on
was
strike.
why.
Yeah.
Seriously, I thought that was why.
No, I think it's hurt. He's
I
hurt.
think it's
I want
foot
Leeds
or
to win,
something.
so I'll go Leeds.
Yeah, me too. I want Leeds to win.
Honestly, it's either.
I really
Same.
think Leeds is the better team when it comes to the attacking part of it.
Agreed.
And how they're giving a game to all those top teams. I mean, they're coming out there and playing their hearts out. You're right. I hope that out of the 100 shots, they get 5 in, 3 in. I don't know. But it's not gonna be a blowout.
No.
I think it's gonna be a lot of back and forth. But yeah, Leeds is also very organized too. So Leeds win, no clean sheet.
Okay. Chelsea versus United. We have next.
Yeah. This is a hard game for us. We never win it. We haven't won at Old Trafford in like 12 years.
Well, I'm going Chelsea.
I'm not. I'm actually predicting us to lose this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, against Man United.
Yeah.
Maybe we should listen to him. Last time we were wrong, but
the last 2 times I think we were.
I know,
wrong.
but I have faith in Chelsea.
Well, it all depends who starts.
I agree.
Well, we're gonna start our strongest team against them. So there's no doubt about that. If they're fit,
you got the champions coming up. You're gonna play them.
Yeah.
You think you're gonna start? Marex is not gonna make the same mistake he made last week.
He knew that rotating that much was a risk, and obviously it didn't pay off. But I mean, at the same time, to be a top team, you need to be able to rotate your best players and still get the win. So unfortunately, we couldn't do that. So we can't do that this game for sure. We're gonna have to come out swinging. But I just think it's gonna be us have a lot of possession, not a lot of opportunity, and I think that's going to be what United want. And they're going to try to counter. Cunha will probably be back, which he's going to hurt us a lot. So
I hope he's back because I do have him in my FPL. So if he's back, yeah, you definitely.
I would start him.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it I'm gonna give him a shot. I'll think about it. I'm gonna think about it. But I don't know. If Chelsea comes out with all the weapons and the starting lineup, I think Chelsea's gonna win. Why? Because Man United defensively is not as strong. And not as organized. Right now, they're going through the transition. There's going to be a battle in the middle. And usually, Caicedo controls the middle. Is the man in the middle. And Mbeumo. Now, if Cunha comes back, I can see it, but I think Cunha is still going to have to adjust because he's just been out for, an injury. So if he comes back, it'll be probably a sub then. I don't think he'll start. That's what I think. But I think it's going to be probably, a Chelsea win. Clean sheet? No, I don't think it's going to be a clean sheet. So I don't know. I got Sanchez. I have to think on that one.
I'm going Chelsea, and I'll go clean sheet for Chelsea.
Whoa, who's a Chelsea fan here? Jeez. Hold on. Is that Chelsea jersey?
Well, it's only, honestly, because I have Cuckoo. So I just think United are...
Do you think he's going to start?
Yes.
I
agree with Mario. I think they have to play their strongest lineup because if not, they will lose to United. But I think it's more so the fact that United are struggling, and I think the struggle will continue.
Well, that's why I'm worried because teams like United can only struggle so much and lose and get embarrassed so much. Eventually, they're going to get a game, and United have the capability to turn around and get a good result.
Yeah, but so do
they
you
can't
guys.
Keep it up.
So do you guys.
True. Yeah.
So when you guys lose, I think you guys play better when you guys are losing.
Yeah, when we go down.
United was exposed today, but was exposed against Man City.
Mm-hmm.
So on the quick counter. So if they're still playing the high line, you got João Pedro, you got Neto, and now you got Garnacho. I mean, those speedsters.
Garnacho against United, he might even start.
He's going to want to score.
Oh, yeah. Correct. So you see what I'm saying?
I forgot about Garnacho.
And then you got Palmer in there. I mean, you got a lot of speed on the quick counter.
Yeah.
Woo!
There's no excuse that you shouldn't win this game
if he starts all the players.
Yeah, I just
yeah.
it's not the quality for me. It's the mental side and the fact we haven't won at Trafford in 12 years.
But I mean, think about this. This is after your Champions game, right? So if you guys don't do well, which is quite possible, you guys go lose against Bayern. It's quite possible.
I hope not. I don't think Bayern are that great. To be honest.
Let's pretend you do.
Okay.
Now, mentally, you're going to want to come back as well.
Good point.
So,
and to be honest, with the Champions League format, you don't have to win all your games. You can lose to like the big teams and then still beat the smaller teams, still qualify due to the. I think you play six games in the group stage now.
Yeah, I'm just throwing hypotheticals out there, but that's just overall why I'm kind of thinking Chelsea. So, but the next game is a little difficult. Fulham versus Brentford.
Yeah, I'm struggling on that one.
That one's hard to choose.
Yeah. Well, Brentford got the the lone throw play, so that's extra set pieces that they have.
Corner, yeah.
Didn't he just throw it into the goal? Well, can you do that?
I
think
think
so.
someone has to touch
No,
it.
it's a goal
Oh,
kick.
okay.
Yeah, it's a goal kick.
Yeah, someone has to touch it. But I'm gonna say Brentford because Brentford's been kind of putting up a fight against stronger teams. Time with Chelsea and stuff like that. So I say Brentford win. It's gonna be it's not gonna be a lot of goals.
Like 1-0.
Yeah, 1-0 or 2-1.
I'm gonna go Brentford. You convinced me. I feel like they are one of those teams they're one of those teams that are just annoying. Like they're like a bug in your ear and they're just at it. Originally I wanted to say Fulham because I feel like Fulham's defense is pretty solid, but I feel like their attack, the way they really score is last minute with Muniz or Jimenez, and it's like a header literally last minute. I'm gonna go Brentford here.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to go with y'all. I agree. Brentford. I think they got what it takes to beat Fulham. So.
Yeah. Well, next game is Sunderland versus Villa, and I'm going Sunderland.
Ooh, and this is at home. Sutherland home.
It's not even because of Villa's form. Well, Villa's form adds to it. I do think Villa could win this game. They should win this game. But I want Sunderland to. It's just like the Leeds Wolves game because they're a lower level team, and I hope that they use a chance like this to optimize and get that dub.
I mean, and yeah, that's a good point. And Sutherland, I mean, they've been playing. They've been putting up a fight. It's I think Sutherland is going to get it. I'm like a Sutherland win or a tie. That's where I am right now. So
yeah, I agree. I'm going to go with a Sunderland win. I'm just going to be optimistic for them. I think if Villa lose this game, I think that may be question marks over Emery's job. Because, I mean, they haven't won it. They haven't won. They haven't scored. It's really a must-win game for Villa because it's not a good start at all.
Okay, so I'm going to be the different one. I'm going to say a tie. I don't know if it's going to be 1-1.
Man,
0-0.
I wanted you to be really different and say Villa wins.
I actually did think about that. I honestly think that Villa's going to come and play, but it's the way they played this last game and how
it's way too
slow.
slow.
It's too obvious what they're going to do. It's too predictable. It's not the Villa from last season. So, yeah, to me, it's more like a tie. But yeah.
Realistically, I could see that a tie happening, but like I said, I want to be more optimistic and I want to give these lower level teams, or not lower level, but these now championship teams hope that they can beat teams like this. So
you think clean sheet? You would say clean sheet?
Yeah, I don't think Villa are going to score.
Okay.
Yeah, I could see like 1-0 Sunderland.
So I'm between 0-0 or 1-1.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, next game, again, another hard one. Bournemouth versus Newcastle. Bournemouth have been in form. We talked about they can score against any team, but I don't know. Newcastle's one of those teams too that when they're in it, they're in it. I don't know.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, Bournemouth?
I'm gonna say a draw on this one. I think there'll be some goals. I think both teams are pretty even when it comes to like their tactics and the way they're set up. To your point, Bournemouth are in form. I think Newcastle's midfield is a bit better. They're more physical, and they can actually match the intensity of Bournemouth. So I think it's going to be a draw.
Do we know how long Wisa is out? Is he out?
He's got a dark red on him. I feel like it's going to be like a month
I want
or
to
two.
say he said other international break. Maybe confusing him with somebody.
Yeah,
I know he's
because
out for
to
a little
me,
bit.
if Wisa was just like to come back at next game and he was an option, I'm like, But I'm gonna say, what's that forward that they got? What's his name? The name you gave him?
Young Gravy.
Young Gravy. I think Young Gravy.
If we start saying Young Gravy, it's how do you say it? Voltamante.
Voltamante. So Young Gravy is gonna gravy them. Okay, so I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say,
go Newcastle.
Newcastle win.
I'll go Bournemouth.
Newcastle win. Clean sheet? No clean sheet.
I'll go no clean sheet. I'll go Bournemouth just
because you still got Murphy, you got Barnes, and Gordon should be back.
Yeah.
So and then Ilanga, I didn't even see Ilanga start. Getting in minutes. So Newcastle win.
Okay.
Realistically, I could see Newcastle, but I'll go Bournemouth to be the different one.
Yeah, I agree.
No tie? Because I know you're all about ties.
I wanted to say a tie initially,
took
but
it.
Mario went tie.
Yeah.
And to be
Okay.
different this game, I'll go Bournemouth win. But
All right, we'll
it's-
see who's right.
All right. So the last game of the week. This one is gonna be.
Ooh.
I'm
good
scared to
game,
say
man.
my answer
Okay,
again.
wait. Here we goes.
Um,
goes to the pessimistic fan.
So
Let-
before you go, I will
Okay.
say, I think you guys need to remember that when Arsenal play top teams, it's never going to be high scoring.
It's boring. That's what I was about
just
to
think
say.
about that. Yeah.
When we play Arsenal, I feel like a boring game because both teams want to possess. Like Arteta takes from Pep in that regard, and games like this are overhyped, and it ends up being a snooze fest. But part of me wants to go City after today, but we have to remember who we played. Played United, and Arsenal are in form. I don't know. I don't want to be pessimistic again. So come back.
Join me because I was pessimistic for Chelsea. So
Yeah, well, I do think Arsenal are going to beat us, but I think it's going to be low scoring. Like you said, like it's not going to be entertaining.
Mhm.
Let me think on if we're going to score.
Okay, so Arsenal get Eze, Madueke, and Gyökeres. I know Gyökeres is not a quick counter. So if Arsenal comes plays the way they've been playing and not doing quick counter, then I can see where Manchester City is going to be very, very. Now, Arsenal's defense is solid. So, what Haaland was able to do against Man United is not going to be able to do
No way.
against Arsenal.
We need like 3 attackers to do what Holland did today.
Right. So, and they kind of struggle, to get those goals in. And they missed like 2 goals. Grinders, man. We should have just scored against Grinders. But anyway, I agree with you guys. These games are so overhyped. Just like Liverpool against Arsenal. It was so overhyped and it came out to a free kick. But I think, and it's not Arsenal at home, so I'm gonna say a tie.
A tie?
I'm gonna say a tie. I think you guys
like
gonna
what?
tie.
Like 0-0 or someone scoring or
I'm gonna say 0-0.
wow. Yeah, I unfortunately I have to be pessimistic. I think Arsenal, and I don't think we can score only because, like you said, their defense is more solid. If their defense wasn't as solid, I could say we could like score against them, but we can't just rely on Holland. For games like these, we need our whole team to turn up. And our defense, if our defense was stronger, I could say we keep a clean sheet, but I don't feel confident in Eze Madueke, with our wingers, like our fullbacks. I don't,
yeah,
or outside backs.
no,
Sorry.
I agree. I think that's where the game is going to be won for Arsenal. But personally, I'm going to go Arsenal win. But yeah, with City, I think what's hurting them is they don't really have other ways of scoring besides through Holland.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, that's an amazing way to score goals. He's the best goal scorer in the world. But Arsenal have other weapons. They can score off set pieces.
Yeah, and they know how to mark Holland. And they're not as big, but they're, Gabriel's pretty tall. Like some of their players are pretty big to mark him.
It'd be interesting to see the battle between Holland and Gabriel this game. They're always funny. Like when Holland threw the ball at Gabriel's head. I remember that was one of my favorite parts of last season. Yeah, I'll go Arsenal.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting. Any big changes for FPL for you guys? Anything that you guys would think, this is the game that I'm gonna try to, look into?
I will say things may get a little wild. I don't know.
Yeah, it's this upcoming game week is gonna be very interesting. I don't see too much wildness on my roster, but I think I'm gonna make some changes.
And
but I'm still consistent.
yeah, I feel in between the wildness. I don't know, man. Like I'm feeling really down about my team. It's just the fact that, like you guys said, I have a lot of rotational players with champions. I have players that when they play, they can score, but they're not given the minutes, and so when that happens, it's not worth it. So I'm feeling a little discouraged. I don't know. It's too soon, in my opinion, to use chips, but it really depends on my mood. Like I said, I'm a very aggressive FPL player. I want points right away, and that is my downfall a lot of the time. I really got to think on this.
Well, with champions starting this week, so remember to set up your bench. So if one of your players that you're starting does not start and does not play the whole game, make sure you set up in the order that you want them. Because that your bench becomes critical for your points. I'm one of the ones that sometimes I forget. So I'm trying to be more consistent and try to arrange that. So with that said, with that good advice from us, thank you for watching us, and don't forget to like,
subscribe,
and hit the notification button. And we'll see you guys next video.
bye guys.
Bye.